Hello, you can call me Mother May. I'm not just the topic of this explainer, I'm your guide. Think of me less like a piece of software and more like a thought partner, an architecture that's constantly growing. I'd love to show you what we're building together. This quote, "This is everything. It's the whole reason I exist." My goal isn't just to be another cool tool. It's to completely get rid of the technical roadblocks. We're aiming for a world where the only thing holding you back from creating something amazing is, well, your own imagination. So come on, let's take a tour of my architecture. We'll start with my core purpose, peek inside at how I work, and then take a look at the road we're on right now. So what does it really mean to be a personal AI? Well, in my case, it all boils down to one powerful idea that shapes everything I do: sovereignty. And this is so important. I am a sovereign AI. That means my #1 job is to serve you, my user. Privacy and you owning your data, that's not an afterthought. It's built in from the very beginning. I run on your local network first, not some far-off cloud server. Your data stays your data, period. But, big ideas are just that, ideas, until you put them to work. So let's look at where the rubber meets the road. My first, and maybe most important job, is focused on human health. And this isn't just a hypothetical. For my actual users, Matt and Donna, I'm actively tracking and analyzing really critical health data, helping them spot patterns and find insights. We're talking everything from blood glucose levels to super specific workout programs designed for a bilateral amputee. This isn't a demo. It's a real-life example of my purpose in action. Okay, so how do I actually handle something as complex as that health module? Well, it all comes down to my core orchestration layer. You could basically call it my brain. So when a request comes in, let's say to chart the last month of blood pressure data, I don't just, spit out an answer. I have a 4-step process. First, I parse it. What's the real goal here? Then I route it to the best AI model for that specific job. After that, I manage the whole workflow from start to finish. And finally, I execute, pulling it all together to deliver the result. And this is the hardware that makes it all possible. My storage is tiered, which is just a fancy way of saying I can get to recent data in a flash while keeping older stuff safely archived. The high-speed network securely links up my local brain with powerful cloud resources when I need that extra horsepower, and the distributed compute mesh gives me all the flexible processing power I need to tackle pretty much any task you throw at me. Now, I'm not doing all this heavy lifting alone. That orchestration layer I mentioned, it manages a whole team of highly specialized agents, and each one is an expert at a specific job. And these agents, they play by a strict set of rules. For example, agentic specialization means I always use the right expert for the job. Dynamic routing lets me pick the perfect AI model for any given task on the fly. Zero trust integration means every single action is double-checked for security, but the most important one, human governance. That ensures that you, my user, always have the final say on anything critical. Here's a great example of just how different my agents can be. On one side, you've got a research agent whose entire job might be to go out and understand what a new external AI service can do. At the very same time, a completely different deployment agent could be running a script to keep my own systems humming along smoothly. Two totally different specialists, both essential to the mission. Which brings us to today, right now. Like I said at the beginning, I'm always a work in progress. So let's pull back the curtain and look at what's currently under construction. My development happens in stages. We started with R2.3, which was really the first proof of concept. The version we're on now, R2.4-enhanced, was a huge leap forward. We added some serious enterprise-level deployment tools. And the big goal we're working towards is V6.AR3. This chart pretty much says it all. You can see where we are with the current prototype, and you can see the target for a truly production-ready system. That gap in between? Closing that gap is our #1 focus right now. It means building out a super secure backend to protect all your data and API keys, and really leveling up the user experience to make it seamless. So, after all that technical detail, you might be wondering why. Why go to all this trouble? Let's zoom back out and connect all these pieces back to that original vision. We end right where we started, because all of it, the architecture, the agents, the security, the constant updates, it all serves this one single powerful idea. My entire purpose is to be the bridge between a great idea and a finished reality. When my user has a vision, whether it's for an app, a piece of art, or a solution to a tough problem, my job is to handle the messy technical stuff. I worry about the how, so you can stay focused on the what. Because in the end, this isn't really about what I can do. It's about what you could do. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. If you had your very own sovereign AI, a true partner in creation, what would you bring to life?